In February 1969, Hollywood actor Rick Dalton, star of the 1950s TV Western series Bounty Law, fears his career is fading, with his recent roles being guest appearances as villains. His agent Marvin Schwartz advises him to make spaghetti westerns in Italy, which Dalton considers beneath him. Dalton's best friend and stunt double, Cliff Booth, a war veteran who lives in a trailer with his pit bull Brandy, drives Dalton around due to his DUI arrests and driver's license suspension. Booth struggles to find stunt work because of rumors he murdered his wife. Actress Sharon Tate and her husband director Roman Polanski have moved next door to Dalton. Dalton dreams of befriending them to revive his career. That night, Tate and Polanski attend a celebrity-filled party at the Playboy Mansion. The next day, Booth recalls a sparring contest he had with Bruce Lee on the set of The Green Hornet, resulting in Booth's firing. Meanwhile, Charles Manson stops by the Polanski residence looking for Terry Melcher, who used to live there but is turned away by Jay Sebring. As Tate runs errands, she stops at the Fox Bruin Theater to watch herself in The Wrecking Crew. Dalton is cast as the villain in the TV Western Lancers pilot and starts up a conversation with 8-year-old co-star Trudy Fraser. During filming, Dalton struggles to remember his lines and suffers a breakdown in his trailer. He subsequently delivers a strong performance that impresses Fraser and the director, Sam Wanamaker. Booth picks up a hitchhiker, Pussycat, and takes her to Spahn Ranch, where he once worked on the set of Bounty Law. He observes the many hippies living there. Suspecting they may be taking advantage of the ranch's elderly owner, George Spahn, Booth insists on checking on him despite Squeaky's objections. Booth speaks with the nearly blind Spahn, who dismisses his concerns. Upon leaving, Booth discovers that Clem has punctured a tire on Dalton's car. Booth beats Clem and makes him change the tire. Tex is summoned to deal with the situation but arrives as Booth drives away. After watching Dalton's guest performance on an episode of the FBI, Schwartz books him as the lead in Sergio Corbucci's spaghetti western Nebraska Jim. Dalton takes Booth with him for a 6-month stint in Italy. During this period, Dalton films 3 other movies, marry Italian starlet Francesca Capucci, and informs Booth he can no longer afford his services. Returning to Los Angeles on August 8, 1969, Dalton and Booth go out for drinks to commemorate their time together, then return to Dalton's house. Meanwhile, Tate and Sebring go out for dinner with friends, then return to Tate's house. Booth smokes an LSD-laced cigarette purchased earlier and takes Brandy for a walk while Dalton prepares drinks. Sadie, Tex, Katie and Flowerchild arrive outside in preparation to murder everyone in Tate's house. Still, Dalton hears the car's muffler and orders them off the street. Recognizing him, the 4 change their plans and decide to kill him instead after Sadie reasons that Hollywood has taught them to murder. Flowerchild deserts them, speeding off with their car. Breaking into Dalton's house, they confront Booth and Capucci. Tex aims his pistol at Booth. Now tripping on the LSD, Booth chats with the intruders, remembering them from Spahn Ranch. Booth signals Brandy to attack Tex. Sadie lunges at Booth with a knife, and Booth throws a can at her face and signals Brandy to attack her. Capucci punches Katie and runs away. Katie dives at Booth after he fights and kills Tex. Realizing that Sadie's knife is stuck in his thigh, Booth kills Katie by smashing her face against household decor, then passes out. Sadie stumbles outside into the pool, firing Tex's pistol. Dalton, floating in the pool, listening to music on headphones oblivious to the chaos inside, is alarmed. He retrieves a flamethrower retained from the 14 Fists of McCluskey and incinerates Sadie. Booth later regains consciousness and is taken away in an ambulance. Sebring and Tate invite Dalton over for a drink, which he accepts.